The 2400 tractors, we really kind of had a hard time getting the ball rolling with those. Had sold a few, but really they had not sold like we thought they should. It just seems like it was just, even though we kept bringing up the features, I'd kind of almost lost some confidence until sometime this fall. It seemed like the dam broke, and we just retailed several of the units in a row, and I realized how strong a performer this was, and how nice it was put together compared to the competition, and maybe even priced competitively with the competition. A couple of the features that I always bring up with the 2400 is the two hydraulic pumps, which means we're going to have a nice smooth, fast working hydraulic system, even at a lower RPM. We don't have to rev the engine up to get power or speed out of the hydraulics. And the other one I always mention is the shift on the fly high-low range, which is a really nice feature. Again, I may mention that what's the use of having a hydrostatic drive, which many guys may choose to keep from shifting, and then have to do a manual shift on a high-low range, which you would use all the time on a tractor this size. You need the power of the low range to push into a pile of dirt. You need the speed of high range if you're going to transport it very far. And so that's something you're shifting all the time. And the shift on the fly, if you let them use it, that will make the sale for you. I may even mention that there are in the size of the SC2400, there's a lot of competitors that have very similar products. They line up, they all watch each other like hawks. So the tire size, the wheelbase, everything's going to line up. So if you can bring out two features that really stand out in the crowd, like I think those two features do, the hydraulics and the shift on the fly thing, you can make the sale with those two features. As far as this EX2900 and EX3200 go, that chassis is a little more dated frame-wise, and I may even bring that up to the customer that the platform is quite small on that tractor, and so as opposed to ignoring that feature, I may say, yeah, this is a little bit of a dated platform, or they've already noticed it, but along with that, it's been a very tried and true performer. It's been in the marketplace long enough to it's just a solid performing tractor. The direct fuel injection is something I may mention, making it a nicer starting tractor and making it even more fuel efficient than most of the other diesels. But it's just been a very solid performing tractor, very tried and true. As far as the EX450 goes, I guess I can't really put my finger on one or two features that make it stand out amongst the competition, but we've had some success selling them. It is the tractor we sell in a 45 horse tractor, and it holds its own. It's a very solid tractor, and many times our customers know the Yanmar name, they know the Yanmar diesel, and that may be enough to sway them to that tractor. When it comes to educating the customer, one thing I always make sure that they understand is how old a company that Yanmar is, how long they've been around. They've been building the little compact diesel engines longer than anybody. They're older than Kubota. So I always make sure they understand that, even though our product line is under the Cub Cadet Yanmar name is fairly new, it's based on a very tried and true, very old company. Yeah, one thing we've noticed about customers who shop the internet is they definitely come into our store more knowledgeable about the product line. In fact, if they if they are focused in on one product that they're interested in, they may know more about that product than you do, because you have to remember, I have to remember everything in the line. So they come in very, very knowledgeable about the product line. There's no pulling the wool over their eyes. But that sometimes helps move the process along pretty quick too. If they've shopped and spent that much time studying the product, they know the features, they may come in ready to buy. As far as attachments go, nobody buys a bare compact tractor. Everyone is looking for attachments. So it's important to have attachments mounted on the tractors, have them displayed on the tractors. It's funny, we all know what tractors will look like with a backhoe on it, but the customer doesn't. And so I started selling backhoe tractors when I had backhoes mounted on the tractors. Otherwise, customers just think you don't sell backhoes. And so it's funny, they don't have the ability to visualize a tractor with that attachment on. You've got to put it on there for them. I think if you're selling tractors, you have to have attachments for those tractors, because like I say, no one buys a bare tractor. They want to see some attachments, or we'll buy some attachments from someplace. And I guess I would say it's not only to get the add-on sale of the attachments, it's to help you sell the tractor. It'll sell the tractor for you. As far as the Cub Cadet Yanmar attachments go, I guess the main feature or benefit I would point out would be the known compatibility you get when you're buying all the products from one manufacturer. We know that the Cub Cadet Yanmar cab works with the Cub Cadet Yanmar loader, and that everything works together there. I think there's also a point where you could say something about the warranty. If you put someone else's attachment that does damage to the tractor, we don't have to worry about that with the Cub Cadet Yanmar attachment.